Let's talk about coronavirus. We've just had this big information dump from China, essentially. 242 new deaths in the Hubei province. We heard the Chief Medical Officer a couple of days ago pointing out that the data we're getting out of China has been pretty sketchy at best, essentially, and that has been one of the big problems in terms of the way that this is all being managed. We know the China travel ban decision will be announced this afternoon. The National Security Council of Cabinet meeting at 4 o'clock, and then we are likely, we understand, to hear from the Prime Minister after that. What do you think the outcome is going to be? Those in the tourism sector I've spoken to who've been watching this closely are saying they expect it'll be extended. What they're watching for is the messaging. They're saying, is it going to be another fortnight ban? Is it going to be longer this time? They want to know what level of containment is going to be necessary in China to get travel started again, and they're wondering at what point we'll see pragmatism really kick in.
My expectation on this, Ashley, is that this afternoon there will be an extension of the travel ban, and that will be for 14 days. And the plan at the moment is to go 14 days at a time. So not go for a month ban, 2 months, whatever, it'll be 14 days. I expect the Prime Minister to announce that. Obviously it has to go through NSC first. Yeah, it has real effects on the economy and indeed the surplus. And I went on Sunday Agenda and said a surplus was unlikely, both in 1920 and 2021. Since then, speaking to a few people, they've suggested I temper my language a little, because they believe that were this ban to come off, for example, there would be a surplus in both years, that some of the figures received this week by the government have been healthy. So it's all down to this travel ban, whether they get a surplus, most likely. And if the ban were to last the rest of the financial year, which, let's face it, could happen, yeah, you're probably saying goodbye to your surplus. That's the situation we're at. Of course, the surplus doesn't matter as much as the economy, and the real dire effects on the economy, you know, in the education sector, the tourism sector, if it were to go all year, that would be very bad indeed, even if it were to go the rest of the financial year. But at the moment, the Prime Minister is obviously putting the security and safety of citizens ahead of the economy, and I think most Australians would agree with that, and I think we'll see another demonstration of that this afternoon with his announcement.
Andrew Clennell, live for us in Canberra. Appreciate your insights and that update there. The expectation that travel ban will be extended.